It's been ages since I've done one of these. Can't even remember how it works. What's happening? There we go. Well, I'm live now. In the caption, there's a couple of playlists, one on YouTube and one on Spotify, in case you do want to listen to some music alongside. Today's just going to be a really chilled, relaxation focused session, just half an hour to wind down in the evening. So you can let me know if you're here. Oh, hey, fantastic, Ali from Romania. Feels like no time's passed at all since we were last here, and still so much time. So really I wanted to do today to mark 1 year of yoga classes online. We started off with our Facebook lunchtime lives a year ago now, and that was 3 times a week, and then we went on to Zoom, and suddenly just like that it's been a whole year. So I basically just wanted to say a massive heartfelt thank you, and also a well done, because it's been a really challenging year, and it's not always easy to show up for yourself and come along to practices like yoga when things outside are really chaotic and difficult. So I also just really wanted to say, like, well done for being here, and well done for coming here over this last year. So the first thing we'll do then together, just going to check something, is we'll come into a seated position. So you're welcome to sit up on something if that's more comfortable. I'm going to sit up on a cushion. I just really like to have some extra support. And let's take a few moments to look around your room first, actually. And you might even want to feel the texture on your carpet, or like the feeling of the radiator, and also take a look around and notice or label things, like there's a blue hat, the colour of the wall is white, different things like this to orientate yourself to your surroundings. Might be that you spend a lot of time in the room that you're in, but maybe you don't always look for detail. Good. From there, you can start to rock forwards and backwards to notice yourself being slightly off centre. A little too far forwards, and then a little too far backwards. And we'll gradually make those rocks smaller and smaller until you come to stillness, a place where you can sit up tall into the bowl of your pelvis, maybe leaning back a tiny bit more than you originally think, and having a little slight tuck of the chin. From there, we'll roll the shoulders up to the ears. Take an inhale here while squeezing them up. And then we'll really slowly on the exhale start to draw them back and down, allowing the arms to come heavy, the hands to rest in the lap. And from there, let's close down the eyes, or simply take the gaze down the nose, whichever you prefer. And feel the breath coming in and out. Notice the sounds that you can hear where you are. Maybe sounds outside of the room and also inside of the room. And start to consciously relax the face. So check if you're clenching the teeth at all, or the jaw, and really relax across the mouth. Also relax the forehead, the brow, the eyes. Allow the eyelids to feel a little heavy. And feel for a sense of reaching up tall through the crown of your head. Notice if you were slouching at all, and really feel for a sense of opening across the chest as you ground down through the base of the body and lift up tall through the crown of the head. Then place one hand on your lower belly, one hand over your chest, your heart space. And notice specifically here the feeling of the breath in the belly, the rib cage, and the chest. So as you inhale, belly fills, chest fills, rib cage fills. As you exhale, feeling that emptying out. Inhale right down into the belly, rib cage expands, chest lifts. Exhale, chest falls, rib cage falls, belly falls. Fullness of breath. And you might like to repeat to yourself here, either out loud or in your head, I am here. I am here. If you like, you can circle the hands so that you're doing like a self-soothing rub on the belly and the chest, or you might prefer to just keep the hands still. And we're still feeling into that sense of presence, that sense of reminding yourself where you are. You're here right now, in this moment. From there, we're going to take our hands to our knees or our thighs and start to move around in circles. So we've got this lovely structure of the legs and a flow, a fluid movement through the upper body. The head might drop round. You could keep the eyes closed if you like, or you can flicker them open. Your decision. And then flow around in the other direction as well. See if anything changes in terms of the sensation that you can feel physically. Then come back to center, open the arms wide. You've got a little bend in your elbows, your hands are free, your fingers are free. We're going to inhale, expand back through the arms, tilt the chin up, gaze up. Then exhale, cross the left arm over the right arm, hug right in, nod the chin down. Inhale, open all the way, elbows back. Exhale, right arm over the left arm, hugging everything in, dropping the head. I'll let you follow your breath there because we'll all move at slightly different paces. But perhaps see if you can focus on extending the exhale. So you might actually inhale for a count of 2, 3, 4, and then exhale with the arms moving forward, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, hugging in. And then in for a count of 4, and when you're ready, out for a count of 6, if that feels interesting for you to explore. The next time that you do hug in with the arms, let's stay there for a moment, dropping the head, and the head be heavy, and perhaps swaying a little from side to side. You can also apply a little bit of pressure with your fingers if you do want to squeeze the shoulders a little. And then we'll come into all fours. We're going to move through a few rounds of cat-cows before we come down to relax on our backs. So let's pad the hands beneath the shoulders, the knees beneath the hips. And we'll take a few moments here to lift either hand and plant it back down, nice and slow. So you're feeling that lightness through the hand, and then you're noticing a stretch in the fingers as you slowly lower it down and ground it into the floor and change to the other side. Then spread your 10 fingers, plant your hands down firm. We'll stay with a neutral back here and inhale to that space between your shoulder blades. Exhale to push the ground and round through the back, lengthening the lower back down, nodding the chin to the chest. Inhale, post the chest through the arms, gaze forward, drop the belly, squeeze the shoulder blades back. Exhale, round through the back, chin comes down, gaze focus down the nose, in. As you inhale, you follow the gaze forward and up and drop the belly. exhaling to round the back, and I'll let you move through that a few more times following your breath. If your body feels like exploring other movements, then feel free. There's all sorts that you could do here. Maybe circles, or you might want to actually stretch out the backs of the legs a little bit. So I'll leave you with some free time at home there. Then when you're ready, let's sit to one side of the hips. We're going to pop those legs out in front of us. We'll take a moment here to lengthen through the legs, drawing the toes back towards you. Your choice here, you can have bent knees if you like, or you can have the legs flat on the floor. And we're going to start to lift the arms all the way up, like there's a big beach ball between the palms of our hands. So we've got an L shape going on now. We're grounding down through the sit bones, the toes are drawing back. Unless you've got your knees bent, you might have your feet on the floor. We're going to inhale to reach up and away, find length, lift out of the waist. Exhale, hinge from the hips as you lift the chest up and over, trying to keep length in your back. And then when you reach your soft edge, we'll slowly lower the hands and drop the head, coming into a forward fold. If your legs are straight, keep drawing back through the toes. If your feet are flat on the floor, then feel free to hug under the legs and drop the head for a really passive forward fold. So your version of Paschimottanasana. And let the breath guide you through this, feeling the fullness of the inhale, the invitation to relax on the exhale. Next, let your inhale be what carries you back to center. Gonna pop the hands behind us, feet flat on the floor if they weren't already there, and knocking the knees from side to side, gently, gently. Maybe even slower than you'd like. How are the hips feeling? How are the shoulders? Noticing what's going on in the body. And then eventually you're going to find your way onto your backs, and I want you to be really comfortable here. So you might actually want to stack your legs up completely on the edge of a sofa, the edge of a bed. You might want to make a big pile with a giant cushion or lots of pillows so that you can lie back, letting your head come onto the floor. You can even press down through the head so that you lift your shoulders off the ground and draw them even further down away from the ears before relaxing them back to the floor with the arms wide. Or it might be that you prefer to have your hands on your belly, which is also a really good option. So I'll let you take a few moments to get really comfortable. And then the first thing that you're going to do on your backs is start to screw up your toes and clench your feet as much as you can. Inhale with feet clenched and exhale to deliberately release and relax the feet. All the toes relax. Then we're going to do the same with the glutes. So squeeze the glutes, the thighs will probably squeeze as well. Inhale with squeezed glutes and thighs. Exhale, deliberately release, relax. Let the whole of the two legs feel really heavy. So feet relaxed, legs heavy, all the muscles in the legs are relaxed. From there, clench your fists up, so draw your fingers into your palms, clench your fists as tight as they'll go. Take an inhale here with clenched fists, and as you exhale, let that be the signal to let go, opening the hands and relaxing the palms, relaxing the fingers. So now your hands are completely relaxed. From there, we're going to scrunch the shoulders up towards the ears. Scrunch them up as you inhale. When you exhale, consciously relax the shoulders all the way down. Do anything you need to do to reposition yourself on the floor so that your arms can fully relax, your shoulders can fully relax. And finally, imagine that you've eaten something sour like a lemon and screw up the whole face. Clench the whole face. Inhale here. And as you exhale, this is the signal to relax and release across the face. So allow all the muscles in the face to relax. Remember what it's like to frown, furrow the brow, or squint at the sun. And feel for the opposite of that sensation. So your eyes are relaxed, your whole forehead is relaxed. Relax the mouth completely, even let the tongue relax. And from here, let's bring our awareness to the back of the head. So notice the point of contact between the back of your head and whatever surface you're resting on. Head is heavy. No need to try and hold the head up. You can completely relax. This allows for the neck to relax as well. The neck doesn't need to lift our head up. The front of the neck can relax, the sides and the back of the neck. Feel a wave of relaxation spread from the top of the right shoulder all the way down the right arm, past the right wrist and to the tips of the right fingers, tip of the right thumb. Whole of the right arm is relaxed. Imagine that sense of relaxation now travelling from the right fingers to the right shoulder and coming all the way down the right side of the chest, the right side of the body, the right side of the upper back. Relaxation spreads down the right side of the belly, the lower back, the right hip, right glute, and all the way down the right leg, past the right knee to the right ankle and the right foot, all the way to the tips of the right toes. The whole of the right side of the body is relaxed. Guide your awareness now to the tip of the left shoulder and feel a wave of relaxation spread down from the left shoulder, down the left arm, past the left wrist and all the way to the tips of the left fingers, tip of the left thumb. Left arm is completely relaxed. Travel your awareness up the left arm to the left shoulder, feeling relaxation spread down the left side of the chest, the left shoulder, the left side of the tummy and the left side of the lower back. Relaxation spreads down past the left hip, the left glute, all the way down the left leg, past the left knee, down to the left ankle, and relaxing all the way to the tips of the left toes. Feel a sense of relaxation spread from the very top of your head, washing all the way down the body to the tips of your toes. And notice particularly all the points of contact between the back body and the ground or the surface you're resting on. And you might like to say to yourself here internally, I am deeply relaxed. I give myself permission to relax. The time for rest is now. From there, let's gently guide our awareness to the navel, watching the rise and fall of the navel with every breath. So as you inhale, the navel rises, and as you exhale, the navel falls. And in your restful state, peacefully watching the breath, you might like to bring to mind an image of someone or something that really brings you joy. So that could be a place that you associate feeling joyful in. It could be an animal that makes you feel full of love and warmth. Or it could be a person that you feel particularly friendly towards. But allow that image, that quality of the place, the person, the animal, whatever it is, to spread across your whole system. As though there's an inner smile taking place, prompted by this memory, this image, this place, person or animal. Feelings of warmth, friendliness, joy, spreading throughout your whole body. And the breath still coming and going as it does, consistent in and out. And from there, we are going to start counting the breath. So I'm going to count with you an inhale for a count of 4 through the nose and an exhale for a count of 6 through the nose. Extending the exhalation like this helps us to activate our parasympathetic nervous system response, also known as rest and digest mode, so it helps to relax us. I'll then leave you some space to count your own breaths because you might want to extend the exhale even further to 8. But to begin, let's all inhale through the nose. We'll do a big sigh out the mouth first. Then all breathing with the nose. In, 2, 3, 4. Out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. In, 2, 3, 4. Out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. In, 2, 3, 4. Out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. In, 2, 3, 4. Out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Continue counting at your pace. You may want to extend the exhale to 7 or 8 or remain at 6. release the counting from your mind if you haven't done so already, and feel into the soothing effects of that breathing pattern. And I'm going to invite you to either stay lying on your backs for this final part, or if your body's itching to get moving, you might like to wiggle the fingers and toes now and curl up into a ball over on your left side. The next part is simply going to be me reading a poem kind of related to this theme of emergence with spring. So get yourself comfortable, whatever that means for you. You can keep the eyes closed, or you might want to look around the room. And this is a poem by Sharon Blackie. It's called Peregrina. You might like to imagine here that you're laying down comfortable in a hammock by a turquoise ocean. And the poem goes, "O mother of the sea, lend me a wave that is strong and true, to carry me from this age which unbinds me. I do not need a ship, but make it a buoyant swell to bear me up and float me on the sea's dreaming, then beach me on some lighter shore. When I land there, give me warp and weft again, and an urchin quill to remind me how the prettiest barb can lodge under your skin and leave you undone. Only lend me a loom, and I will take up the threads of this unravelled life. I will weave a braid from 3 strands of seaweed. I will wind it 3 times around my finger, and I will dig my salt-encrusted hands into the soil, wed myself to the thirsty, brown roots of a new beginning." Inhale, take a deep, full breath in, feel the whole belly balloon out. Exhale, sigh out the mouth. If you haven't already started to move the body, then you can begin to wake it up now. Maybe taking a full body stretch if you like, if you've got space. And hugging the knees into the chest, giving yourself a big hug. You'll eventually roll over to one side, and then keeping the eyes closed or the gaze lowered, you can find your way to seated. Placing the palms together at heart center and bowing the head, uniting the mind intelligence with the body intelligence. And I'd also really love to invite you to take a moment of gratitude here, towards yourself specifically, so something within yourself that you're grateful for. And if it's really hard to think of something, it could even be being grateful for the way that the breath breathes itself, or it could be a quality that you like in yourself. Could simply be grateful for your presence. Then inhale lots of love in, and exhale, spread it out into the whole world. Once again, thank you for joining me from your home to mine, and also thanks for joining over the past year as well. Like I said at the beginning, I just really want to give a big encouraging well done for everything that we've all managed to get through this year. And there's some brighter times ahead. So thank you so much for joining. If you'd like to share in the comments anything you're grateful for today in general, then feel free. It doesn't need to be about yourself because I know that's quite personal, but if there's anything you'd like to share about your gratitudes today, then I'd love to hear as well. I'm really grateful for cups of tea. I really look forward to my morning cup of tea. The simple things. There's also a bit of a lag. I remember that from the last time that I used to do lives. So if you do say something, I probably won't see it for a little while. But anyways, I hope that you all have a good evening and that you feel a little bit more relaxed than when you first arrived. That's the aim anyway. Ali, I am grateful for my father and his kimchi recipe. Oh, fantastic. I would love to try some of your kimchi. I'm missing your food. Lovely traditional Romanian food. Thanks so much for joining, Ali. See you later. I'll reply to any others in typing if there are any others. See you all. Thank you for joining.